One evening, as the sun set and the sky turned orange, I felt a heavy weight in my chest. It reminded me of the tough times I had been through. As a storyteller, I often share stories of bravery, but I didn't realize that my own story would be the most important one of all. I grew up in a home that was often loud and confusing. When I was just 10 years old, something terrible happened. I lost my mom in an accident. It felt like my whole world turned gray, and I didn't know how to deal with the sadness. As I got older, I discovered a love for storytelling. I created videos, wrote stories, and made podcasts about different experiences. But even as I talked about others' stories, I felt like I was hiding my own pain. Through my teenage years, I struggled with anxiety and feelings of not being good enough. Writing became my escape. I filled pages with my thoughts and feelings, trying to make sense of the chaos inside me. One day, a teacher encouraged me to enter a storytelling competition. I was scared but excited to share my story. When I spoke, I felt powerful. For the first time, I realized that my story mattered, and I could use it to inspire others. The big moment came when I was invited to speak at a mental health event. I decided to share my journey and how storytelling helped me heal. Standing in front of the crowd, I saw people nodding and wiping away tears. They understood. The applause that followed felt like a big hug, reminding me that sharing our stories connects us. I realized my tough experiences could help others. My trauma was no longer something heavy to carry. It became a way to connect with people and show them they are not alone. Feeling empowered, I began hosting workshops where people could share their own stories. Each session became a safe space, and I noticed that many others had faced similar struggles. We laughed, cried, and supported one another. I learned that being open about our feelings can create strong bonds. Now, as I sit down to write this story, I see how far I've come. The sadness that once felt like a giant weight has turned into a source of strength. I've learned that healing is a journey. It's not always easy, but I've found the courage to face it. Today, I share my story proudly, not as a sad tale, but as a reminder that we can all turn our struggles into strength. As a storyteller, I hope to inspire others to share their own journeys. In doing so, we can create a world where everyone feels heard and understood. Our stories can heal not just ourselves, but also those around us.